YouTube, welcome to a new series. I'm hoping maybe a new series, but based on the discourse on Twitter, no, it's Pokemon Champions. It's been a long time coming since the announcement. I mean, I was just joking to Twitch, it's like AD and BC, but I think for VGC it almost kind of is. It's like after PC instead, APC. This is the new future for Pokemon VGC. A ready-built purpose engine where you can pull Pokemon from your other games into this engine and battle within the constraints of the engine. And the really exciting thing about it is on the reveal trailer, they're showing like Dynamax, they're showing like Mega Evolutions. I don't know if they showed Z Crystals, but I assume they're going to be in there somewhere. It's on like the Omni band thing on my wrist, and so on and so forth. So I think people are really excited for this and hoping that, they have a big pool of Pokemon, they put like little like buckets for you to play in once a month or something, and run tournaments through the whole system, and you'd play this system through this bucket, maybe have Mega Evolutions next month, get rid of Mega Evolutions, you have Dynamax. And it keeps the game fresh and, like, super fresh. Unlike where Scarlet and Violet got to, where, it got a bit stale by the end, they were, like, repeating the same things. There's a few things I'm going to mention before we actually get going properly. Firstly, I'm not new to Pokemon by any stretch of the imagination, but I am somewhat new to VGC. It's not really my bread and butter. I occasionally watch in the odd game, so I'm like aware of some of like the standout heroes, so to speak, of Pokemon, and I guess the actual players. But normally when I do Pokemon stuff, I do like these little challenge runs currently Pokemon Unbound, but I normally do like some sort of challenge run, or just play the game as a base, which means I'm more familiar with like single than double, so I myself have put together a team. It might not work, but again, I'm coming from humble beginnings into VGC, and I think it's kind of an interesting position to come from. There's going to be a lot of people that just instantly, know exactly which Pokemon need to get into the game and just instantly download it into the game and just get going. And, they know exactly how the team's going to work in and out. Me, I came up with a concept. I was like, I like this concept. Let's make 5 other Pokemon work around this concept. So that's kind of like the area I came into. So it'd be lovely to go positive today in terms of win rate, but don't be surprised if we go negative. And I'll show you the team that I'm planning on hoping to run in a little while. I'll also let you know other facts. I've gone through the first tutorial already. There's like a tutorial animation to start the game, but you can't recruit your Pokemon into the game, and I wanted to make sure I could recruit the Pokemon into the game so that I didn't get stuck in like a really miserable cycle. I also want to show off a little bit how easy it is to train Pokemon in this game, which I've actually not done yet. I've literally just put Pokemon in here, but they're not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, so we can show that off a little bit. Also worth noting, I'm on the Switch, not the Switch 2. I don't have a Switch 2. It was not worth purchasing the Switch 2 just for Pokemon Legends ZA. And it's not worth it for purchasing Pokemon Legends ZA and getting a free-to-play game. So that's where I am. If the game graphics are a little bit worse on the Switch, I honestly don't care. I've seen a lot of people on Discord and Twitter absolutely slating this game, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But the graphics, which has been one of the things people have been slating it for, I can completely forgive. I don't really care about the graphics in the Pokemon game, I just want the engine to work. Which actually does come to one of the other problems, that apparently the engine is a little bit buggy right now. Or at least it's in a state where, because the Pokemon Company don't talk to you for whatever reason, they just go radio silent for the entire build-up and don't hype up their own game, which is, coming out. People don't notice that these things, the bugs are actually intended, but we'll see what the thing that comes out of the Pokemon Company are. Like, there are things, for example, I believe it's been confirmed now that Mega Evolution occurs in reverse order. Normally it used to be the fastest Pokemon Mega Evolve first, now it's the slowest one. Okay, sure, so there might be some little weird things. Someone was mentioning some really weird thing with Encore as well, like it doesn't work properly in this game. Like Fake Out doesn't work properly or something, so we'll see how messed up it gets, but honestly, we'll probably not notice the bugs to begin with. Other big things in terms of the actual game itself is there are some changes to some key things. For example, paralysis has been changed. I think the flinch now for Power Flinch is 1 in 8, which is really, really low actually, astonishingly low. I do appreciate I found it aggressive at 1 in 4. I can kind of see the point. But I thought they were going to pull down to 1 in 5, maybe 1 in 6. 1 in 8 is actually the nuclear option. And it still lowers your speed, so it's almost more like a speed control status condition now, which I'm not sure is particularly good. I believe sleep has also been changed, you're guaranteed sleep turn 1, and it's 50-50 turn 2, and then turn 3 you always wake up now. Which isn't quite what it used to be, I think. And freeze has also been changed, which is unfortunate, because as we'll see with my party in a bit, I was planning to do a lot of stuff relating to freeze, so freeze now, I can't remember what it used to be even, it was 25% chance to thaw, but if you got hit by a fire move you would get thawed, but there's no like limit. You could just be permanently frozen for the entire game. Now I think it's 25% chance. Wait, was it 25%? I can't remember. Maybe it was less than that, but I think it's now 25% chance you get to thaw each turn. And after turn 3, you just auto-thaw regardless of what happens. So it's been a nerf to freeze. Honestly, everything that, like, slows the game down or causes you to lose a bit of action, they seem to, like, really hit. Including some Pokemon that have lost moves that they once had that were pretty strong in the meta. For example, this guy here has had a few changes. Anyway, let's get into the other meat and potatoes of this. A lot of people have been complaining, and I do appreciate to some degree the complaints, although to some other degrees I don't like the complaints. It's quite a restrictive cast of Pokemon. And someone said it was less than Pokemon Stadium 2, which is quite funny, but I'm not super upset about it. Like, I think they should have ran a reduced pool, because then they can introduce more Pokemon later, and it get exciting again. What I think is a little bit like, is there's no Pokemon that don't evolve in the game, with the exception, I think, Pikachu's in the game. I think that's like the only exception. Maybe Eevee's in the game, but Pikachu definitely is. I think none of the other ones that don't evolve, are in their final evolution state are in the game, which seems really weird. You might be saying, what about Eviolite? Eviolite is not in the game either. There's a load of items, like seriously a load of items, not in the game. Choice Band is not in the game, Life Orb's not in the game, Choice Specs is not in the game, so I think there's clearly a decision to be made. I don't know if they're going to put these back into the game later, but they've tried to like reduce the power, I guess, of moves or something and remove some of the items that give you multipliers. Choice Scarf, though, is still in the game. But you'll notice when we get into it, like, Covert Cloak's not in the game, Assault Vest isn't in the game. There's a distinct lack of items and not a lot of Pokemon. I don't know if I can actually show off the list of Pokemon on the game engine. Like, there is this Recruit mode, but I pulled some in from my own game into this game. I also did Recruit one from this lady here. The person that's going to be all over the internet for all the wrong reasons. Do I have another Recruit? And honestly, we're going to learn together how this works, because I don't know exactly how it works. I can meet a new lineup at no cost. So this is like the free-to-play option. If you don't want to put Pokemon in the game from other games, this is the way you're going to be getting Pokemon in the game. Would I like to meet new Pokemon from the roster? I can meet at no cost? Sure. Let's have a look. Don't know if I have to take one of these guys, but... So you get this, like, Uber Musume gacha mechanic. And I could pull one of these lovely fellows into my game. And they come preset with stats, not necessarily the best stats, like, for example, Hisuian Typhlosion, max special defense, probably not what I would have picked, but it could be worse. Also, I don't know, Blaze is fine, right? It's Blaze or Frisk for that Pokemon. Hisuian Samurott here, that guy, Glaceon, great Pokemon. Funnily, if I pulled this into the game already, Sharpedo, Gyarados, or Chestnut with Overgrow. Can I just back out of this because I actually don't really care about the Pokemon here? I think all of them are Pokemon I can get in the game already? Maybe, question mark? Just to let you know, I've got Violet, so I've pulled all my Pokemon from Violet. Are you in Violet? I actually don't remember. Anyway, so you can pull Pokemon out of here. I'm not going to worry about it for now. And I think you get... I don't know the full gist of it. I'm not a good content creator for Pokemon. I'm sorry. I think you get some for, like, permanent use. Like, I think you can either pay some currency to get them permanently, or you can get them in temporarily, so you can use them for a couple of days, and then, you know, generate some V Pokemon books, and maybe use that to bankroll actually permanently getting Pokemon. So, there's definitely, like, these free-to-play elements. It's possible, but it's going to be a bit of a grind. What I did, though, was pull most of the Pokemon from home, as I'll show in a second. In fact, let's do that now. Let's go into the box, and I'll show you, like, roughly what my musings were. And actually, let me move the camera. In fact, let's remove the camera, because, boy, the screen is really, really busy. Also, I'll just let you know this, I'm playing this out of the OBS viewer, so there's a bit of a lag between my input and the game. So, if I do a misclick, whoopsie daisy, it's probably because of that. Anyway, so this is the party Pokemon I brought in. I did a lot of the training in the game, Violet, which is what I pulled it from, and I think this is the sensible way of doing it. You do get given 10,000 Pokemon V-Bucks when you log into the game, and that lets you change some things about the Pokemon, right? So I wanted to save as many Pokemon V-Bucks as possible, so I did as many of the changes I could do in the base game compared to the the actual engine that we're running it in. You may also notice there are some things, for example, I pulled in Incineroar from the Violet. This thing doesn't learn U-turn anymore, and I believe it doesn't get knockoff anymore. So they've clearly changed some of the movesets. In fact, I want to quickly check on Frostless. I don't know if I can do it here. I can't. I'll check in a second. I believe Frostless might get another move that he doesn't get in Violet, so I put in Thunderbolt as a temporary move. But anyway, well, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the team itself. So the team itself, I saw Frostless Mega Evolve, Mega Frostless as she's also called, and I was like, holy shit, this Pokemon looks cool. It's like the pageantry about it, it reminds me of like bit like Lady D from Resident Evil. I was like, holy shit, I want to build my team around this Pokemon. And that's what I did, and I was like, you know what, Freeze could be a strong mechanic. Let's try and do stuff with Freeze as well. Little did I know when I built the team, and by the way, Pokemon Company, in the future, release the roster of Pokemon that are going to be in like the next set in advance so people can prepare for the teams. Because I prepared for one team, then I woke up this morning when the game came out, and half the Pokemon of my team that I wanted to use aren't in this game. And there was no like conversations about what was going to make it in or what wasn't going to make it in. And actually, surprisingly, some of the new Mega Evolution Pokemon from ZA, not in this game! So, I don't know what they've done with that. I assumed every Pokemon that got a Mega would be in this game, but nope, not true. Scrafty, for example, not in this game. Anyway, so I saw Frostless and I was like, okay, I want to make Frostless work. Also, it was one of the Pokemon that got its ability revealed early, and it gets the ability Snow Warning, I believe it is when it Mega Evolves. And Snow Warning means that, well, basically when this ability appears on the field, it starts snowing. And the snow effect gives you a defensive bonus to an Ice-type Pokemon. And also, more to the point, it means that Blizzard cannot miss. So, the idea is basically to Mega Evolve and Blizzard for glory. Also, Frostless gets Aurora Veil. Aurora Veil is Reflect and Light Screen rolled up into one package. The downside of it is that you need to be in the snow to use it. So, I took Aurora Veil on this to make my Ice types quite bulky. And in Shadow Ball for a bit of coverage, since I'm a Ghost type. Stab Shadow Ball seems pretty good. Also, like the overlap between things that aren't effective with Ghost type moves and things that aren't effective with Ice type moves, they don't really overlap. So you're hitting most things for at least neutral damage. Currently I've got T-Ball on it, but I got to check at some point if this learns another move, which was in ZA, but not in Violet, which I would prefer to have. T-Ball's here just in case there's a Water type Pokemon in front of me, and I might need to do some electrical stuff, but there's actually something else I plan to change with T-Ball. The next thing I was like, okay, what should my pairing be with this? And again, as I said, I'm not a VGC head, so I bet you a lot of people that watch it religiously like go, oh, Frostless, you need to run with this guy, this guy, this guy. You probably want this guy, and so on and so forth. I'm not as a VGC head, so I was like, okay, what fun things can I do with the Frostless? And I got immediately interested in Ribombay. Unfortunately, when I woke up this morning, Ribombay wasn't in the game. The reason I got interested in Ribombay, by the way, is that I have no other way of setting Snope in this squad, except for when I Mega Evolve Frostless. However, if you skill swap a weather setting condition, if an opponent brings in another Pokemon, this is what I was actually scared of, if someone like brings in a Pokemon with Drought or Drizzle, it'll overwrite my weather, right? And I thought at the time that the order would be the Mega Evolve before the swap because of some intel that also was released onto Twitter. Again, I don't know the orders exactly. It seems to be a bit of the Wild West in terms of mechanics right now, but basically I just didn't want to have my weather condition overlap, because then I'm releasing blizzards in the sun or something, or blizzards in the rain, and that's something accurate we might miss, and we're going to have a sad time. Also, Aurora Veil might fail, and so on and so forth. So I wanted a Pokemon that could skill swap, which is why I got interested in Ribombay. The other thing that was interesting about Ribombay is it gets Shield Dust, and Shield Dust means it can't be faked out. And actually, one of the things that I'm aware of about VGC right now, one of the strong squads comes with multiple fake out users, namely Rillaboom and Incineroar. And I wanted to be quite immune to fake out. Frostless is a Ghost type, so it is immune to fake out, it's not Scrappy fake out. And Ribombay also immune to fake out. So that was originally the plan. Unfortunately, Ribombay not in the game, so I need to find Ribombay too. Other things to know about Ribombay, it's quite fast, as is the next Pokemon. It's Greninja. Greninja is an interesting Pokemon because it gets the ability Protean. And this is an ability I'm going to have to put in this Pokemon because I haven't done it. So we can interact with the, changing the Pokemon settings. So again, this game is going to live and die by how easy it is to change your Pokemon and get it into the game. But yeah, Greninja gets an ability called Protean, and Protean changes your typing to match the first move used in battle. Greninja also learns Blizzard. So my theory is that if Frostless, or at least this is the ideal situation, Frostless Mega Evolves, Snow Warning goes off, we set up Snow, Frostless Blizzards, Greninja Blizzard, Greninja becomes an Ice type, I get the benefit of being in the snow, then I get a defensive boost, and my Blizzard can't miss either. Originally as well, I was going to put Icy Wind on this, but I've had to change the moveset very slightly for other reasons. This Pokemon doesn't come with Skill Swap like Ribombik, but it does come with an ability called Roleplay, which is very similar to Skill Swap, but not quite as good. Well, debatably not quite as good. Roleplay copies the ability of a Pokemon and puts it onto your Pokemon, which means that Frostless would still have Snow Warning, but Greninja would get Snow Warning, and as soon as Greninja gets Snow Warning, it starts snowing. I don't know how that interacts with Protein. I assume it turns him into a Psychic type, and then, you know, that's that, right? But that's not the end of the world. In terms of other moves, if I want to be a Water type, I put Water Shuriken on here. The reason I've got Water Shuriken, explicitly Water Shuriken as well, which is, I don't think the hot move you normally put on this guy. I'm very worried about his Hisuian Typhlosion, which is in this game. And I was worried about it in the build-up to this, and I didn't really have any great answers to it. It's potentially really quick. I was more worried about the Choice Band version, to be honest with you, but yeah, I was really concerned about this Pokemon. And I came to the conclusion that one of my best answers for it might actually be just Greninja using Water Shuriken to weaken the Fire type before it can do the Eruption, because it's really Hisuian Typhlosion Eruption that is really, really scary. So I thought we'll put Water Shuriken on this Pokemon. Then the other Pokemon I got slightly scared of was Basculegion, which, again, my team's not very great at dealing with, but it just so happens that Greninja learns Grass Knot, which turns me into a Grass type and does sizable damage to that Pokemon. So this Pokemon's a bit of a jack of all trades, but to try and like hit some key Pokemon that I believe could be in the meta space. Also worth noting, I don't know if it's actually in the game, but if Rage Powder is in the game somewhere, it must be in the game. I've got one of my Pokemon that knows it actually in the box. Turning myself into a Grass type means I'm immune to Rage Powder, which can be a really funny gimmick. So Greninja here is like this weird, like, support-ish Pokemon. Will it work? Probably not, but I thought it was really funny, so I thought, you know what, Greninja, get in the box. I will say my other, more sensible play, and this would require a bit of work as well, and this is what I've been doing. I've been pulling multiple Pokemon in here, and we can change things in and out of the team as we see fit, but Meowstic gets Prankster, gets Skill Swap, also gets Fake Tears, which would be very good in my team with a bunch of special attackers. Gets T-Wave, which is probably not as good anymore, but at the time I was like, okay, T-Wave's great, right? T-Wave's fantastic. But yeah, Greninja, you are going to be fighting for that spot with Meowstic at some point, especially when I put Prankster on this guy. Next on the list, I was very worried about another game state, which was Prankster Tailwind. In Prankster Tailwind, the opponent's Pokemon speed all doubles. I don't have a lot of counterplay to it. In fact, none of my Pokemon know Fake Out, which I don't think is a great state to be in to get going. But, you know, a lot of the Fake Out Pokemon I think are being nerfed, or aren't in the game, actually, to be more to the point. Anyway, I wanted a Pokemon that could do Trick Room shenanigans, and again, I wanted to counter other people doing Fake Out. Frigorif comes with the ability Armor Tail, which means I can't be targeted with priority moves, which means I can't be faked out while this Pokemon's on the field. I also wanted to do the whole spiel of Throat Spray Hyper Voice on this Pokemon. Unfortunately, Throat Spray is not in this game, so you can't do Throat Spray Frigorif shenanigans, which means that this Pokemon normally can operate as like a bit of support and then pivot into a beautiful special attacking butterfly. It can't quite do the same trick anymore, I think, but we'll try and see like how far it can come. There might be situations as well where we just learn over time that this Pokemon's just not good anymore. Currently, I've got Trick Room on this Pokemon. As I said, Trick Room, Protect, which is always useful in VGC, Hyper Voice, which was it was really here to activate Throat Spray, but it's still here for some spread damage. It could be useful. I've got Psychic Noise on this Pokemon as well to stop healing, which is a pretty niche move, to be honest with you, but I thought, why not? Like, I was pretty happy. To be honest, when I had Throat Spray, I was like, I'm not going to ever push these 3 buttons. The 4th one doesn't matter. I thought we'll put Psychic Noise on it. The next Pokemon I wanted, because my Ice types have a bit of an issue. They can't really deal with Fire types, and they can't really deal with Steel types particularly well. So, I wanted to put a great Ground-type Pokemon in here. That means I wanted to put in Ursaluna Blood Moon, which also works very nicely with my special attackers, and, you know, dropping the special defense stat with Fake Tears. And I wanted to put Ursaluna Blood Moon in, right? Not in the game either, so again, I got cooked at the second juncture. And I was really struggling to find an option for the Ursaluna Blood Moon substitution. I was actually considering running a really weird Glamora set where it's kind of just got a lot of coverage, and that's about it. But I came to the conclusion it doesn't quite fit into the build. We could try it. Also, I was a bit worried about just Torkoal being in front of something that, like, has follow me redirection, and it just absolutely annihilating my team. So I decided I wanted if I couldn't hit both Fire and Steel, which is what ground type coverage is good at, and I really wanted a ground-based special attacker, if I couldn't have those things, I'd go with the second prize. The second prize is a spread water type user, and that's Primarina. Primarina, when we get the ability on it, which again is mission critical, I put the ability on this Pokemon, it gets an ability called Liquid Voice, which turns all normal moves into water type moves, and you just spam Hyper Voice. This is another Pokemon that can hold the Throat Spray, but I wasn't ever going to put the Throat Spray on this because I was going to put it on Giraffe Rig. But I can still pump out some decent damage, and it protects me from Torkoal next to Follow Me user, which is what I really needed. Also, this Pokemon's quite slow, so in the Trick Room setting, this Pokemon could kind of do some work. Moonblast, Hyper Voice, and Protect I think are locked in. I put Haze on this. I actually might change it at some point to Calm Mind as well. I nearly had Calm Mind on. Like, literally the second before I was, like, putting this into the game, I was like, I had Calm Mind on it, with the idea of setting up a little bit and sweeping with it. But after consideration, like, between spread Hyper Voice here, but, you know, normal type, Blizzard, I probably didn't need the setup. Just the endless spread chipping would probably get me there. We'll talk about you in a second. Mousehold was the 5th pick for the squad. I wanted a Pokemon that could follow me, so I could set up Trick Room with Frigoref very, like, consistently. And I decided to use Mousehold. Mousehold also comes with Helping Hand, which can boost my big blizzards, which can boost my Hyper Voices. Also has Feint on it. Feint lets me break through Protects. So if you're trying to avoid these big spread moves like the blizzards, the Hyper Voices, I can lift the Protect off you. Also got Taunt in case I want to try and stop some other like Trick Room or Follow Me users and stuff like that, or anyone trying to set up. This Pokemon has got a Focus Sash on it, and also comes with the ability Friend Guard. So while this Pokemon's on the field, my ally Pokemon takes 20% less damage, which actually is pretty useful. I don't know how good the meme is, and I was like thinking about this of Greninja next to Mousehold and copying Friend Guard onto Greninja. I think it's a waste of a move, to be honest with you, but you know, maybe we'll do it as a meme at some point. The final Pokemon is very unfortunate because I wanted Rillaboom on this team. That was like the missing piece of the puzzle, which is actually why I ended up putting Grass Knot on this Pokemon, because I was really lacking Grass-type moves on this squad. But Rillaboom's not in the game, so I was like, I really want a grassy terrain, but there's no grassy search Pokemon in this game. And I was like, oh, what do I do? And I ended up getting to a situation where I was like, okay, what Pokemon are probably not going to come and face me anymore? And I was like, okay, probably not many people would like to use ground-type Pokemon against my team. I have a water type, I have 2 water types, so a water type that can pretend it's an ice type as well. I've got an ice type as well, all super effective into the ground types. Then I got thinking of what the best Pokemon, what ground type, how do I explain this? I wanted a Pokemon that had a weakness to ground type, and that's like one of its big weaknesses. And I was looking through the roster, because again, there's very limited options of Pokemon in the game, and I noticed Hisuian Goodra was in the game. Hisuian Goodra is a very bulky Pokemon, and it's great typing of Steel Dragon, where really your only weakness is fighting, but also ground type moves, which are probably what you're more likely to see. And without the ground type moves, this Pokemon becomes like a real beast, and I kind of figured that with all the ice Pokemon out there, probably they're not going to bring ground types to deal with the Goodra, so theoretically in some situations, if like I'm really stuck with something I'm not prepared for, they would just drop a Goodra in here. We spam Shelter, which gives me a boost to my defense stat, and eventually just body press them and kill them. Also interesting about this Pokemon, it learns Acid Spray. Acid Spray is a move that lowers your special defense by 2 stages, and potentially can combo quite well with my special attackers, and we have basically just special attackers in this squad, with the exception of Goodra, actually. I will also say that this Pokemon is extremely slow, so in Trick Room, it's real fast. In fact, it should, in Trick Room, outspeed things like Primarina, so I could Acid Spray, set up for a Primarina Blast, and hopefully pick up some kills. So that's the rough idea of the squad. I do have some other guys in the back pocket, just in case weird things happen, and I want to change some things. For example, I've got Hydrapple here, which I'm not sure I'm actually going to use, but I was worried at one point about Water-type moves into me, that I wouldn't be able to deal with them, so I wanted some grass types. Hydrapple was one of the ones I was thinking of. Also, potentially I'll go out of Snow, the ability Super Sweet Syrup, which lowers your evasion, means my blizzards will be more accurate again. Not 100%, but they're more accurate, so I thought there might be some synergy there. I'm not sure about it, though. Sinistra, Matcha Gotcha, good spread grass type move. Again, if I was really scared of water type Pokemon, this could be useful Pokemon. Theoretically, my squad should be quite bulky as well, between the Snow and the Aurora Veil. that the little bit of chip healing here and there might be quite nice that we get from Sinister. So watch this space. We might want to put it in the squad. I talked about Glamora. It meets a lot of requirements I kind of miss with my squad. I didn't have great moves into fairy types. I didn't have great moves into fire types. And actually steel types are a real big issue with my squad now. So we're just going to have to grind them down, to be honest with you, with this team. Meowstic gets Prankster. Prankster pretty good with a lot of these moves. Sneasler is just... It's just here as a guy right now. I never could really fully figure out where I'd put Sneasler in the squad. I couldn't help but think that I wouldn't want Feraligatr in the squad anymore with Sneasler, but... It's up in the air. It's just a really good Pokemon, so maybe we'll put it in at some point if we're really struggling. Dragonite is thrown into the... Oh no, Dragonite I got because of the early access bonus, so that's in the game right now. This is the one I actually recruited. You have to recruit one for the tutorial, and I only have Violet and not Scarlet, so I've never used Armarouge before, so Armarouge is now in the back pocket. I doubt it's ever going to go in this squad, and the other Pokemon are also ones we were given from the tutorial, so these guys, all here. Funnily enough, I've heard some really oppressive things with Hawlucha so far. That Hawlucha, when it Mega Evolves, gets no guard. People are like, this is stupid. Hawlucha can't use no guard. That's garbage. And someone realized he gets entrainment, and you can just entrain no guard onto Pokemon, and Horde drilled the night away. Which made me really happy that I've got my mouse hold here with Taunt. Potentially we can taunt the Hawlucha. Then again, all it takes is for a Follow Me user with a one-hit KO, and then we're in real trouble. But hopefully Mousehold, if we see this guy, I think we have to bring Mousehold, because I think it's going around the internet like wildfire. Anyway, the first thing I want to do is not battle, sadly. How long are we in the stream right now? No battling. I'm just a yapper, I'm sorry. First thing I need to do, though, I need to train. I need to spend some of my V-Bucks. There's also tutorials. I don't know if I want to do any of the battle tutorials on stream. I think you do get money for it. Yeah, you get Megastones. You can get some other things here. Maybe I'll do some of these things off camera. I'm still not fully familiar with all of the internal gimmicks yet. If we're desperate for some V-Bucks, then I'll come back. But I need to do a few things. Firstly, Primarina has to have its ability. So, one of the big things about this game is that they've changed the EV-IV system. It's like all bundled together now. Instead of 31 EVs, you get 32, effectively. Which has caused some issues. And to be fair, when I was doing some of the squad preparation, I did come across situations where I'd want to lower speed IVs, but I can't anymore. But generally speaking, I've just cranked stats to the full in one category, and we can fine-tune it in the game at a certain cost. But I'll deal with the cost in a little bit. I don't know why you've got some speed on you. I must have just actually not removed all the speed EVs when I traded you. Actually, why have you got one defense? Whatever. Anyway, Torrent has to go. You need Liquid Voice. So Liquid Voice is going to cost me 500 Pokemon V-Bucks. I believe you get 200 per game is like the roundabout average, so it'll take you 3 games, roughly, to get the ability to change an ability. So it's somewhat of an expensive price, but I need to do it. I'm going to just hold at this stage for now. Actually, before I do this, are there any other moves on this guy? Not that I remember all your moves, but is there anything that springs to mind? You do have Carbide, which feels bad because I nearly put it on you. I can't remember your move pool, to be honest with you. It looked about right. Alright, let's commence training. And honestly, slider bars and stuff like that, this is what the game should be all about, right? This was a pain in the ass for Violet, and I think it's what put a lot of people off. It's so hard to IV and EV train in that game. It's such a long grind that anything that makes it easier is positive in my book. Anyway, next thing I need to do, Greninja needs Protean. I really should have checked before I did this as well. I need the Megastone as well. That probably was actually the #1 priority. But anyway, surely 9,000 is enough. Anyway, Protean on this guy, needed for memes. So, take the Protean. And I like this. Ability patches, quite hard to get in Violet, at least. For me, they were quite hard to get. Being able to just do it at the push of a button, 500 VP, 3 games, that's a decent deal. Okay, for now, that's all I need to do here. Let's go to the shop next, and I'll show you the items in the game. Shop screen, there's a premium shop and a frontier shop. The shop screen is divided into 2 sections, premium and frontier. The premium shop you can purchase memberships, premium battle passes, and more. The frontier shop you can exchange VP for things like held items or for Pokemon on new clothes. Okay, I need the frontier shop. I need Mega Stones. So the Mega Stones, I think, for every Pokemon in this game that Mega Evolves, not including some of the Megas aren't in this game, are in the game. Do you understand? You following along with me? 2,000 Poke V-Bucks. It's expensive, but it's a necessity. Now, let's make sure I don't buy the wrong thing. Where are you? Frostosite? Well, allows Frostus to Mega Evolve. Deal. And there are some other items I'd like to get. So let's try and get some more battle items. And this is where, like, you know, people might be shocked. This is all the battle items. I think. Like, it's not a lot, right? You're kind of clutching at straws a little bit. Okay. So what do I need? Let me just check my little spreadsheet of things I want to buy. I'm going to buy a Mystical Water, aka Mystic Water, in lieu of Throat Spray. I am going to buy next a Mental Herb. In lieu of the other Throat Spray. One of these items is a meme. Oh, I think you get some items just given to you at the start of the game as well. I just want to quickly check which Pokemon have got what items, because I need leftovers as one of my items, but I think I've already got one. Whoops. Oh, I do have one. Okay. So you have leftovers. I might as well stick the item on you. Also, I'll put myself back on the screen in a second. I just realized I'm not on the screen still. Frigorif, I'm going to give you the... Did I buy the wrong thing? I think I brought the wrong thing. I went to buy Mental Herb. Did I not buy Mental Herb? Am I stupid? No, I did buy one. It's here. Greninja's the one that's a meme. I'm considering putting King's Rock on this guy, which, you know, probably not the smartest play. Let's not waste the money on a meme right now. What have I got left over? Oh, you just get given one? Okay, if you're going to just give me one, I'll take it. So, if I'm absolutely desperate, we can Water Shuriken for flinch chance. So that's the squad for now. So I've got some V-Bucks left over. Or Poke V-Bucks. Why you've got an exclamation mark as well? Oh, tutorials, right. We'll look at the tutorials another time. I want to get into a battle now. I've waffled enough. Right, let me just check one more final thing. Because now I've got a little bit of money left over and I know what I'm working with. I can potentially change some moves. So I want to quickly check Frostless. Because on Legend ZA, I checked this. You get Nasty Plot. But you don't in the Violet. Do you actually get Nasty Plot in this game? You do. Alright, we're going to put Nasty Plot on this Pokemon. I do also want to change the ability of this. I do want Snow Cloak. I was really lazy on this one. I think it's actually not even the hidden ability. But it's really not a priority. The other ability this thing gets is... Oh, God, what's my brain? Cursed Body, I think it gets. And I was going to consider doing it with a squad where I run 2 different Megas. That maybe I don't want to Mega this evolve this Pokemon sometimes, but I've only got one Mega in the squad. So, you know, we're just going to have to... We just have to deal with it. I have one point I've not used, apparently. There you go. I'll do that as well. 5 VP for one little blip on the scale. I'll do it. And this is what I just want to do now. I just want to quickly just fine-tune slightly. Not too excessively, to be honest with you. Right, you're missing 2 points. Definitely should go into special attack. So yeah, it costs you nothing to remove the points. Oh, also, it remembers, I think, the stage where the points were before, so that if I ever want to upgrade this by 2 points again, it's free the second time. I believe that's the way this works. Okay. Train that into you. Mousehold, what do we got going here? You're missing 1 point as well. It's so weird to see 32 what? You're weird because you're just kind of meant to like explode at some point to give me a free switch in. You're here to clap and to get people to, you know, follow me. You beckon. That's the word I was going for. I guess I don't even care. I think I actually don't even care about the point on this. I'll just forgo the point. I'd rather have the 5 Poke V-Bucks. You're also missing a point. But actually, I don't want you to have any speed. So let me just get rid of this junk. Let me accept it as well when I do it. You should be max in your health. And I guess I'll throw one more on your defense. Alright, next on the list is you, I suppose. Again, missing 1 point. I'll throw it in special, I think. Yeah, your special's slightly lower. And then we'll check Gudra. Gudra missing 1 again. Drop that in the special defense category. Okay, I think we might actually just be ready to get going. The nerves. I think I was talking to Twitch about this. I get really anxious when I'm playing a game, a new game, so to speak. Pokemon, that great new game. But yeah, I don't really have a familiarity with VGC that much other than watching it occasionally. So, you know, it's a bit of anxiousness. Will I do well? Will I not do well? I mean, it's a good idea that I'm not going to do well. Oh, one final thing I guess I'll just quickly show. There are also missions, complete daily missions. Recruit a Pokemon whether on a trial basis or permanently. I probably should do this at some point because at least you can do it for free. Take part in a ranked battle, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of like little things to do. It's very much like free-to-play, mobile game type things. Let's Pokemon Home. 3,000 Poke V-Bucks just for that. Holy moly! Do I have another one complete? Why is there at 1 star? Oh, probably I did complete something else. And then you get membership missions as well if you get a membership. Currently, I'm just going to do it as free to play in the game. Alright. Let's battle. Hopefully it also opens up doubles. Because that's what I want to do, game. Right. Shall we do... Let me do one quick casual battle. And then we'll do ranked. In casual battles, you can face off against other trainers from around the world in a single battle or double battle format. No need to worry about winning or losing. These battles won't affect your current rank. I mainly want to do this just purely because I need to find out where to put the camera. Okay, so they have Armarouge, Grottle, Dragonite. So I see very much free-to-play stuff. We have a minute to decide the 4 Pokemon. This is probably not the wisest idea, but I see Dragonite, I'm like, Ice types. And if I'm doing Ice type, let's do the double lead. Also, my face is in a bad place. But I'll have to sort it out in a second. After that... What am I scared of? I'm kind of scared of the Armarouge doing its wicked things. Let's bring Primarina. And shall we bring, because of that, Frigorif? It's a bit awkward to have like a trick room setting. I'm just concerned that Alakazam is really quick. We should probably bring it because Dragonite's here, it might have E-Speed. We also don't have to trick room, right? Okay, let me see if this is like appropriate positioning for my face cam. If that's the only bit that it blocks, then it's not the end of the world. But I know bottom right is going to be busy, and I suspect top right will be quite busy too. So Terra Raichu. Okay, first things first. I don't know what exactly Torterra does. Again, this is like VGC weakness. But can you stop me doing this? And then also, can you stop me just doing one of these as well? Because I think I'm faster than both. Maybe not to Raichu, but Raichu... I mean, Raichu has Fake Out. It can only Fake Out one of my Pokemon. A.k.a. Greninja. It starts to snow. You're in for a blizzard. What killed the dinosaurs? Oh no, my bites on Terra. The Raichu didn't Fake Out. Oh, the first time freeze. Oh, baby. I wish it wasn't casual, but yeah, that's what I want to do. Obviously, there's counterplay to it, but I didn't know of any between Torterra and Raichu. Raichu could have faked me out, I suppose. I'm also not quite sure of the speed tier. I know Greninja is surprisingly quick. Might not be that quick, though. I think Alakazam outspeeds it. Also, this probably is Mega Alakazam. Now, what do I do turn 2? I'd really like to protect El Presidente. I mean, honestly, if I just double Blizzard, what the fuck are they going to do about it? They can E-Speed Greninja, but is it actually going to kill them? I'm just locking it in. I should probably swap, to be honest with you. Okay, it's Mega Dragonite, not Mega Alakazam. This thing's a good thing, to be honest. This thing has multi-scale, but multi-scale when you're taking 4 times ice damage, not that good, actually. Okay, it's not E-Speed. There goes half of Dragonite's health. How am I faster than Alakazam, by the way? Am I just dumb? I thought Alakazam was, like, fast. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I didn't even get touched. Look, it's perfect! N equals 1. Also, the camera, I think, in an appropriate position. This VGC malarkey is really easy. I defeated Juice. I'm sorry, Juice. Okay, if I do continue, I assume we're going to stay in the same mode, so I should quit. Let's go for rank now. I mean, I will say there was an obvious weakness there that when a faster Pokemon came in, what do I do with Greninja? If only Greninja had stuff like Fake Out. Oh well. It's already titillated me enough that we're ready for ranked. In ranked battles, you can face off against other trainers from around the world in single battle or double battle formats. Each season is a new chance to compete. You'll move up and down through the ranks. Get prepared to go down the ladders. No, down the stakes and up the ladders. But down the stakes. You'll move down through the ranks based on the number of wins and losses you accumulate. If you reach Master Ball tier, you'll then compete with fellow trainers for your final placement, which will be based on your rating. When each battle ends, you'll be able to receive rewards based on the final rank you reach or how high you manage to place. Obviously, number 1. Right, with this squad, with Greninja Frostless opening. Once a new season starts, all results will be reset and every trainer will begin once more from Pokeball tier. The battle regulations will change each season, so be sure to check out the details when there's news announcements. I wonder if you gave the Pokemon Company. Anyway, we're going to do doubles. But yeah, one of my issues for like VGC is like speed tier or knowledge of speed tiers is like actually essential. And I'm just like, this Pokemon's quite fast, but I don't really appreciate is it like 120, 130, 100 or something. Okay, it's Sun. Sun concerned me. My solution to this was Primarina, but do you have Follow Me? You have Prankster Tailwind, which means Farigiraf has to be the lead. Primarina is coming with me. Then, what do I do about the back? You don't really have any physical attackers, so I don't think I have to bring Goodra to the squad. We could bring Mousehold for some... Wait. Oh yeah, I wanted to Trick Room, but you have Protect, that's fine. I mean, I could bring my Snow Mode as well. Is there any reason to bring Mousehold there? Because it certainly pranks the Tailwind, right? And there's a lot of fast Pokemon here. They've also got Drampa, which is going to have Cloud 9, I imagine, to remove the weather. What if I don't bring a Ninja? What if I bring Mousehole instead? Because the Follow Me use would be quite nice. And Helping Hands with Hyper Voice with Water type coverage seems pretty okay here. Let's try it. I've already got off the planned track. It's one of the slight issues with Mega Evolution being your weather condition setter. Is I can't just swap and get the instant benefit, I have to like actually push a button. Okay, so that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting Whimsicott, but not Drampa. Mega Drampa... I don't remember yet. You are a dragon, though. So I'm thinking Trick Room seems pretty good here. And then the question is, what do I do after that? Protect is very safe. I could take the risk play, though. Because what is Drampa going to do to Primarina? Do you have T-Bolt? Again, it's a bit of a lack of my knowledge. Also, how fast is Drampa? I mean, in Tailwind would be pretty quick. I think the safe play is just push Protect. I'm worried that he knows, like... Whimsicott use Dazzling Gleam. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Fine. The Giraffe takes it. Facade. Okay. I overthought turn one. I'm playing against actual children. Fine, Giraffe, you just tag these. Even the crit doesn't matter here. Goodbye, Drampa. And a decent chunk of Whimsicott. If it was Sash, which I don't think it is. Okay. I see. This will be Mega Charizard, but unfortunately, it's not going to have a good day. I think they have no counterplay to me just doing this. The double Hyper Voice play. I'm a fucking choir right now. Is that Focus Sash? Or your Charizard? Or do you just happen to live with 1 health? Doesn't matter. This Giraffe, so strong, even without Throat Spray. Its singing is beautiful, and then finally Gengar. Okay, well, Hyper Voice obviously doesn't work anymore. We could swap, but equally I could just Psychic Noise you. And then you just Hyper Voice. Gengar is relatively quick. I think it was like 800 speed here. Oh, Hyper Voice has been disabled. Wow, whatever will they do? First win. The first step in a long journey. There's definitely some issues with my team, like swapping into the Ice Queen herself. Actually quite difficult. Okay, got 300 VP. More than I thought. Get ready for Dalton. Dalton, I'm prepared. So, again, I guess this is like tutorial, so because I see Dramper again. It's probably Sand. But what else? Sand plus Agrod? You have 3 Pokemon that Mega Evolve. I'm a bit concerned here, because you've got Whimsicott again, but you actually haven't got that many fast Pokemon, so I don't think you're going to do Tailwind shenanigans. There is a part of me that just says do Frostless and Greninja. But Dramper. I think Primarina is a reasonable shout. I don't know if I need Trick Room this time, though, because they're quite slow Pokemon, like Aggron and Trick Room. Pretty scary. So maybe I take the Mouse instead. Like, maybe we do this. You know, you're quite a physical team. Maybe this is the Goodra play. The Goodra Gambit. And I guess I bring Frostless just purely to reset the weather. You do have a bunch of Pokemon weak to water. I'm not bringing Greninja. But I'm bringing Primarina. I'll try this. It's a bit weird. I might honestly be able to just do the normal lead. Am I beating up children? Maybe. We'll see. They might be beating me up, to be honest with you. This person has put money into the game. They have not the default skip. T-Tar Dramper. Wait. Hang on a minute. Does Cloud9 stop your own weather conditions? I'm gonna say no, because I still see the sand effect. That's fine. I mean, this is probably Rock Slide, right? I'm just not quite sure the speed is again. Is T-Tar faster than my Primarina, which has been made to be as slow as is humanly possible? I just don't know. We might get absolutely cooked here. I'm just calling it. Please don't be Rock Slide first. Okay, that's fine. It is faster than me, though. So I should have brought the Giraffe. Pretty you're weak to water as well, buddy. I'm also fairly certain you're slower than me. So we'll send another one of these. Do I need to be protecting? It's not protecting. Do I have to be prepared for a protect? I'm gonna fate. Oh, you have sturdy though. I mean, I can't do it all about it, to be fair. I could just swap. But I've taken too much time, so I won't. I'm gonna call Protected Aggron. At least he got through Sturdy, you know. You know what? That was a smart play. It was the right play. I take it back. And this must be some sort of set Dramper you get from the beginning of the game, because it can't do anything to my Primarina, I think. Oh, you had all of the wet, weak Pokemon. Again, people expect to see, you know, the ice setting. No. Also, I see the sand, but I'm not taking sand damage, which means that I think Cloud9 did turn the sand off, which is how I thought that interaction went. Again, oh wait, Arcanite's quite quick. Hold on a minute. I think this time I will do Follow Me. I can't, I've been told, a good point. I have to Fate. That makes my life easier. I really should have swapped. This turn was a swap. But yeah, no damage. fucking fast. It's not going to save you in the Shadow Realm, though. And this Dramper has just been taking voice after voice after voice. A cacophony, if you may. And it's hanging on. The anti-synergistic Dramper. Safeguard, great move. What are you, a Pokemon trainer in Pokemon Red? Actually, was Safeguard in the first Pokemon? I think it was, right? I'll put you out of your misery. And you know what? I'll let her lady herself grace you this battle. Just to show you that you weren't far off. I did have another Pokemon in. Another Ice type. Alright, so far for ranked 2 for 2. How long can this crazy squad go? Probably until we play the people that aren't just playing the free-to-play experience. I got 2 of those things, 2 Pokemon credit cards or something. Very nice. King Flaco 30. Alright, seeing... Oh, wait, hold on. You got a shiny in the game. You've got Gardevoir. I forgot what you Mega Evolve into. You get Pixelate. Sizzle for priority. This is actually a kind of spooky squad. We're probably bringing the Giraffe. I also see a lot of fast Pokemon, so I think we're in Trick Room mode. But it's what I bring with my Trick Room. Because Primarina's okay, but it's not great. Maybe I do Goodra shenanigans. How do you beat Goodra? And then maybe in the back I have this. Sure, let's try this. This surely isn't stupid. This is where, like, the Goodra needs to be a real Pokemon. I need to have something that is good in Trick Room, that is like a scary threat. I guess it is somewhat of a scary threat, but like, it's a very slow scary threat. I guess actually the Giraffe is the scary threat here, because I've got Acid Spray on the Goodra. You have Armor Tail. I actually have to know about that. Do I even need a Trick Room here? Yeah, probably. Probably not a bad idea. And then... Gardevoir, get off the field. Okay. Special attack drop's kind of annoying. Okay, 1 in 8 T-Waves now. Let's see if it's made a difference. Goodbye, Gardevoir. She does not appreciate a heavy slam. Alright, we're in Trick Room now. Dimension's so twisted. Scizor is normally scary as a bullet punch mon. It does get close combat though. This may be the worst read of all time, but I think we go into a lady here. Which is a bit awkward, she's quite fast, so she's not great in Trick Room. I could also bring you out, but also you're not great here. Again, Steel types are a big weakness of mine. Like, I can't really deal with them. So this Scizor might actually kill me. You need to start getting defense boosts, because I need to at some point body press the entire squad. Okay. That's fine. All I wanted to do is set up the weather. Basically, I want to use Frostless as a support. That was my other thought, that it could be a support as well. That's actually frightening. Holy shit. If you got Scissorite, you could do some real business. Keep sheltering, buddy. Because the other downside is that I'd like to Acid Spray something that's really scary, but I can't Acid Spray Steel type, so... And the other awkward thing is Scizor, with the bug typing, resists fighting, so... Alright, so far, no Paraflinches. That 1 in 8 paralysis, doing me some good. Also, the T-Waves, by the way, have slowed me down, so I'm actually better in Trick Room now. This is the real person, this is the real squad. Alright, fair enough. I was hoping with T-Wave it'd be slower than Scizor, but we're not. Either way, the Gooey Boy is gonna sweep the team. Alright, we're looking for a freeze. Please. I might be too quick again, though. I think this will kill Umbreon. Please don't Paraflinch. Nice, no Paraflinches so far this game. Goodbye, Umbreon. Fuck! That's gonna kill me. Yeah, okay, this Trick Room into very fast Pokemon, not a good strat. It might be better to have to practice the Pokemon that can still work in Trick Room. Okay, it's fine. Between the Giraffe and the Slug, we can win this. I also should have probably Water Shuriken there just to turn it into water typing. Alright, how much damage does the Body Press do here? Also, is this the last turn of Trick Room? I wasn't paying attention. Or is Trick Room over? Okay, so Mega Gengar just gets Shadow Tag right, or whatever it's called. So I can't swap out, but who cares? I'm not swapping out. Okay, we should win this, I think. Okay, not Mega Scizor, it's a Citrus Berry. I thought that would have one-shot, to be completely honest with you. I still think we're okay. So this will do 0 damage. And I think Sizzle can't kill this Pokemon. So I just need to kill Gengar. Which means I need to Heavy Slam Gengar. I think as soon as I Heavy Slam Gengar, I don't think Sizzle can actually out DPS by healing. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I guess a paralysis here would be pretty brutal. Wow, the one paralysis they needed to get. To be fair, like, we broke through like 7 times so far, we were due one. I think we're cooked. I think we're gonna lose one. Turns out I've got a lot of bug weaknesses as well with this squad. Oh well. Retrospectively, I need to bring Mousehold with me. It was still a bit awkward, though. Or I should have just gone with my freeze lead. We're playing someone from Japan. I'm not going to say it just in case it's something offensive. Okay, beginning to get a lot of Drampa. They've got a snow warning Pokemon as well. They've got a bug. I'm actually really scared of the bug. Let me try my Scuff lead. I don't think I bring Trick Room here. And I don't need Fake Out Protection because I don't think he's got any Fake Out. Probably want to bring Mousehold then. And I guess bring Goodra again. Because what's the scary thing this squad can do to me? To a Goodra? Not a lot. If you lead Drampa, we probably need to change something. It ain't. This is one of the things I don't quite know the ordering, because I assume Drampa's going to come in now. Let me hedge my bets a bit here. Because I think that... I don't know, it's so scuffed. I think either way, like, if it swaps in after this, I'll lose the weather. Okay. So Greninja's now a grass type, which is a bit awkward from a flying type. We might want to swap it. Decent damage to a Azumarill. Come on, freeze! Wow, Metal Sound. Okay, that's special defense drop. Oh no, special. No, it's special defense drop. Azumarill flinched. But why? How did I flinch you? What? King's Rock triggered! I forgot I put King's Rock on this guy as a beam. Who's beaming now? I was gonna roll. Wait, hold on a minute. What's Corviknight's ability again? I can't remember. Because the Blizzard's gonna get a kill here. And Protein is pointless at this point. Can I see what your abilities are? Because you're probably huge power, but it doesn't matter for me, right? You know what? Fuck it. I'm taking Corviknight's ability. Just for fun. Pressure! Okay, you know what? It's better than Protean. Now, what I want to learn as well is part of the reason I did this was for science. Am I still a grass type at this point? Because Protean's already triggered one time. I'm a bit alarmed that you've dropped both my Pokemon special defenses, which means I think you're going to bring someone in to try and sweeten on the special side. There goes the weather. Also, how did Azumarill live this turn? I just noticed. Alright, you are on the way out. And Greninja. Oh, wait. Am I still... What type am I? How do I check this? Where's the battle info? I'm still grass type. Okay. Surely this kills, right? I'm not stab water anymore. This might matter. That's going to be really funny if I do 1 damage here. Okay, we're good. Goodbye, Azumarill. Yeah, facades. So this must be like, I don't know, an early access thing or something like that. Did I even get a Dramper, I think? Maybe I did get a Dramper. Maybe I'm dumb. Right, last time the bug swept me. I'd rather it not happen again. Mousehold, this is what you're here for. Alright, no one was expecting, but it's actually pretty annoying. And you having Dragon Pulse is also fairly annoying, actually. All around, really annoying. Alright, Mousehold, you've done your job. You've let my guy shelter 1 more time. You even took the hit, which was very nice of you. Right, we bring Greninja back. We turn it out of a dark type. I'm just sure my Greninja can turn itself into 2 types that are weak to bug, which is a little bit suspect. Alright, we become a water type. I'll try and flinch Heracross, because Seismic Toss is probably the scariest thing that's going on right now. God, you're so good, Greninja. The 5 times King's Rock. Spikes. Interesting move. I didn't even know Heracross got spikes. Right, we're plus 60 feds now. Dramper, that's going to do... Okay, never mind. It's going to do no damage to Goodra. Dramper's the only thing that I think scares me here now. Well, to some degree, Dramper's the only thing that scares me here. I think you just keep trying to get a flinch here, Greninja. I will say, you're probably the piece of the puzzle that's a bit too memey. I should probably put a Prankster Pokemon here. 5 times, 2 times in a row. This Greninja does not want to go off the squad. And the King's Rock flinch. What a fucking legend. Goodbye, Dramper. Where'd the Dramper go? What's this? He's like, you know, my Goodra is like checking under his foot. Oh, that's Dramper. Sorry. Greninja versus the world. Fuck's sake, this Pokemon This Pokemon, man. Meanie, but it's putting in a bit of a shift. Alright, back to winning ways. Oh, I should have a scoreboard on the screen as well. Such a bad streamer. Funny thing as well is when I prepared this team, I was like, I need an answer for Hisuian Typhlosion, I need an answer for Basculegia. They scare me in the sun and the rain, respectively. Not seen them. Okay, you have a squad. You've got Sand again. You have 2 fire types, which concerns me. You offer this Whimsicott, but I think it's not gonna. I don't think it's Prankster Tailwind, but I'm concerned that it is. I think I go with this lead again. And I guess I bring the ice in the back. The issue is the Trick Room again. That I might get caught with my pants down in Trick Room. I could also not bring the Giraffe. Or I could also not bring Frostless. I don't need to bring Frostless. Although it's really good against Dragonite. Maybe I bring Greninja. Oh, there's 2 fire types and a rock type. Why would I not bring another water type? I think this is a situation where it'd be nice to have Protect on my Frostless rather than Nasty Plot, which I know I just put on Nasty Plot, but just to start my own Trick Room for a turn. Yep, I was just like, why have you brought Trick Room then, dummy? It's literally for Whimsicott. Whimsicott scares me as well. Alright, it's Whimsicott, so it couldn't be a better lead for me, I think. Play the safe play here. I'm also not sure how fast Delphox is, which could be a bit awkward in a second. Prankster Tailwind, you know you want to. Then I know who's faster. Oh, don't like it. Actually, it could be worse. Alright, well, we got Trick Room up. That's step 1 in the plan achieved. I can't remember speed orders again. I think my Fragorith is the slowest Pokemon I gave the fastest in Trick Room compared to Primarina. Actually, hold on a minute. I've got this noted down somewhere, I think. Nope, I don't. Okay. Is Prima faster or slower than 80? We're about to find out. Because I want this to break multi-scale. You know, let's get rid of Delphox. I was going to kill Dragonite, but actually I think I'm more scared of Delphox currently. I'm glad I Hyper Voice. Well, double Hyper Voice, sorry. But Hyper Voice and Farigiraf. Okay. Depending on what the next Pokemon is, if that's the best thing Dragonite can do in front of... Yeah, the best thing Dragonite could do in front of Primarina, we just send Water moves. Why have you got White Earth, by the way? I've got the wrong item on you, I'm stupid. You're meant to have Mystic Water. Whoops, I'll change that in a second. Just in case you're holding a Citrus Berry, buddy. I guess I've got a trigger either way. Oh my god, the Arcanine lived. Uh-oh. Ah, you have the Citrus Berry. If only I could underspeed my Frigorith slightly. I still don't think this actually matters, but I don't think you're picking up 2 kills this turn. That is pretty annoying, though. I'll give you that. If only I'd white herb that. It's one of the reasons why we have haze, though. Not that I should do it, because I think that... Well, actually... No, I shouldn't do it. It's going to snarl again, surely. Oh, as an FYI, Loaded Dice is not in the game either right now, so Dragonite is back to being not a real Pokemon, I think. Battle was due to a forfeit. Excuse me, I killed all 4 Pokemon, actually. Mr. T. Or Mrs. T, actually. Win 3 ranked battles without something? I couldn't see it. So, a rank up, let's go. Alright, let me just quit out for a second. Go. I've got the wrong item on you. Did I buy the wrong thing, or am I stupid? That's what I'm really saying. Am I stupid? I just put the wrong thing on you. That's much better. I guess while I'm in this menu, is there something I want to swap out? I mean, I think you'd be better actually than Greninja, but Greninja has put up such a good fight so far, I'm kind of damned to get rid of it. I could conceivably get rid of the mouse. The mouse isn't actually doing as much as I thought it was going to do. And maybe it'd be nice to have another trick room guy. Which means I could possibly bring actually Sinister instead. This only punishes me, I think. Oh. You know what? Let's make a substitution. Let's bring in Sinister, I think. Because you're probably better than Trick Room than Mousehold is. Oh, interesting. Just swaps the item. Hot swapped it. And let me quickly just do this to Sinistra. You might be asking as well, why have you got Curse on this Pokemon? What if I get someone just sitting there, tanking away as a Steel type? What if someone else is running Hisui and Gudra? Then what? This thing's also better with the Gudra, to be honest with you, so... Alright, small change to the squad. Out comes Mousehold, in comes fellow Redirector, Sinistra. Also, so far I've not seen someone use a Protect, which is one of the other reasons I'm using Mousehold. The Friend Guard was nice, though. I'll see. Alright, I'm beginning to see a pattern. Ooh, you have Sneasel, though. Where's my Mousehold when I need it? That's probably Trick Room shenanigans. I'm really tempted to do my Snow Lead because the only thing that Super Omega punishes me if this Whimsicott has got Tailwind. I've so far not seen one have Tailwind. Which probably means I don't bring you. But I bring Sinister instead. Or Primarina. Well, my Primarina is real slow. I don't think it's right. It's just sort of like, I think Primarina is better, but the Sinister is better for the Goodra, and I think the Goodra actually is pretty good into their squad. If this is Whimsicott lead and Tailwind, do we just lose? Okay, it's not Whimsicott lead, it's Tailwind. Now, Sneasel, how are you going to trigger Unburden? That's my real question here. Because that's the question I was having when I was considering running Sneasel. How do I trigger this? I'm just launching Double Blizzard into you guys. Fucking enjoy. You are just pure steel now, which is one of my great weaknesses. But I'll just freeze it. I'm not sure he's faster out of Sneasel than Greninja either. I think... Okay, it was Greninja. I was going to say, I think Greninja's faster. Freeze. Or flinch. Freeze! Okay, Sneasel is dead, which is a better form of freezing. We're probably going to lose Omega for this, though. Yeah, we'll lose Omega for this. Goodbye, Frostless. Even with the +1 defense, you aren't taking an aim head. Now this is awkward because I've turned into an ice type, so... Wait, this is why I swap into Sinistra. Because if you launch a fighting type move, I'm a ghost type, buddy. Well, ironically, I might want to curse here. This might be the situation where we do curse. Wow, I did not expect that. It's no guard dynamic punch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, did I put Life Dew on my Sinistra? We hope we have. Because I need it. Also, am I faster than Machamp? I'm actually not sure. It's another speed tier I'm just not aware of. Because Sinistra's not that fast. Okay, it is. Nor is Machamp, to be fair, which is why I was confused. So with the defense up this time, I think I live this. Oh, I forgot about confusion. Nice! My team wants to win. More of the same, please. Until you guys figure out how to deal with this, I'm just spamming it. You can't crit me either because I've got shell thingy, the jig shell armor. You can crit him though. Please break through. Excellent news. Goodbye, Aggron. This being said, you still have another Pokemon, right? In the back. Hmm. Can Greninja kill Arcanine? I assume so. And Arcanine is going to be faster than me. Please don't call the swap. I beg of you. My theory's fire-type move is coming into this slot. It's not. Okay. Great damage. Leftovers of Arcanine. This Pokemon is going, right? There's no point in swapping, it's just dead. I'm not entirely sure that game was over, to be honest with you. It probably was. Honestly, it felt good to put Sinister in the squad. Could Mousehold have done that? Can I say that word? I literally couldn't say that word, I suppose. What the fuck? You've got a shiny team. Oh my god, you got a Heracross again. Well, I will say, what if you got against me? Oh wait, you've got Altari. That's what you got against us with Cloud9. It's still a Dragon Flying type, though. If I hit the Blizzard between you two, it's just GG, right? I'm not sure I need to do my Trick Room shenanigans. You're not really prankster. Not prankster. You're not fake out users. Is Primarina even that good here? I think I just do the same thing I did before. Where I have Gudra and Sinister waiting in the wings as a package. It's kind of when I was putting this squad together, I was trying to go like, this pairing would be nice, this pairing would be nice, and this pairing would be nice. The last pairing was the real difficult one, because it had to like tie the other two pairings together to some degree. And it got really hard when I woke up this morning and Ursulina the Blood Moon and fucking Rillaboom and Rabombe were in the game. Like one part of every package. Alright, what am I dealing with? Trevenant and Rotom. I think if I remember rightly, and I bet you remember wrongly, I think Altaria's Cloud9 is the Mega Evolution ability. Yubin might cook me, to be honest with you. I'm not sure it's a great trade by Mega Evolution for a singular kill. Especially when he's faster than me. Uh-oh. That was a speed tier I'm not aware of. I didn't know Rotom was that quick. Need a freeze. Okay, so this is Harvest Trevenant. You've got Sunny Day on Rotom. Alright, good. Just get the look, I suppose. Right, how do I get out of this now? Answer, he doesn't. I mean, it has to be Gooey Boy. I mean, I have to kill the Trevenant off. I think Sun's coming back as well, which is scary. Okay. Heracross swapping. Interesting. Not what I would have chosen to do there. I mean, I guess his special attack had got dropped, but... it kind of just gave me a free turn. I guess they're gonna just bring it back again. Yeah. Fake Out would go in. Sorry, Fake Out. Flint would go insane here, Greninja. I mean, you hit 5 times. I really can't complain. Trick. No, you got my King's Rock. I've got Choice Scarf. I'm fine with that. You fool. What are you doing? Your first turn was so insane. You've cooked too much, buddy. Alright, Rotom, which was the real scary Pokemon for me here, gone. And I'm locked into Water Shuriken, which is fine. It's not great, obviously, but it's fine. And I can always swap out. That's not a legal game. Alright, Gengar, I would like you to not be here. We'll be trying the heavy slab button to make you go away. I just take the damage. Again, I'm really in an awkward situation with bug-type Pokemon. My big weakness, bugs, it turns out. To be fair, actually, my Grass Boy is a ghost, so he's not super weak to it. Close combat's not going to do a lot. He did more than I thought. Okay. I really should have just pushed the shelter button on this guy. Yeah, I think we've both thrown this game, to be honest with you. Heracross has got a special defense drop, so I'll try and kill it off. But I think it's going to be between Greninja and... I mean, actually, if I get into the end game, maybe I can win with Sinistra. It's just awkward because he's only got a grass-type attacking move. Like, I'd love to have swapped this turn, the Greninja, but Heracross is actually a pretty big issue. And now I can't swap anymore. I needed more than 2 there, buddy. However, the crit didn't matter. Oh, it's Moxie. Uh-oh. If Greninja had picked up the kill there, I think it was a world where I win this, but there's no world now. Because I can't deal with Gengar. I think Gengar will be faster than Sinistra. I could be wrong. I'm going for the Miracle line where Matcha Gotcha gets a burn. But I don't think I'm even going to get the Matcha Gotcha. Yeah. I got a Sash though, so if you split the attack, also didn't kill me. Hold on. Hold on. Matcha Gotcha bird. I missed! Dude, no, you could miss. Oh my god. I don't know how much Matcha Gotcha's gonna do. If only I had a ghost type coverage move on you. Wait, no, I can win this guaranteed. I can Rage Powder. Unless you've got a spread move. If you have Dazzling Gleam, I just lose. But I would have lost anyway. Icy Wind. Gooey Boy held on! Let's go! I don't think this can miss, right? I definitely deserve this victory. It definitely wasn't due to whatever this guy's name is. Trolling with Trick. If you just pushed a little overheat button, you'd have won. Alright, we have learned a lesson though. Oh, what was he called? Rotom. Rotom is faster than I thought he was. A lot faster than I thought he was, actually. Oh god. Okay, Basculegion's here. What was my answer to Basculegion? It was you, right? It's in the rain. So I need my redirect. So my lead is Greninja and Sinistra. Because I don't have Mouse Hold anymore. Gooey Boy's actually pretty good here. And it's one of the rest. Do I not bring my Mega again? No, I do bring it. I think it's this. The temptation is to set up Trick Room into the Weather War, but I think I always lose if I do that. Because fucking Basculegion does infinite damage. And no one's going to expect Grass-type Greninja to Grass not the Basculegion, is my prediction. And I don't think Politoed can redirect. The lead will be interesting. Is it Toad plus Legion? It'll be Legion plus something, I think. Might be Vivillon. Gengar King Gambit, I'm just completely wrong. So it's Swords Dance probably on King Gambit. I need to swap. This is real bad, actually. Worse than I thought. I couldn't pass the information. It's probably okay. I decided I couldn't do a double swap. But I need to keep Greninja alive. Thank God they protected. And I was worried about doing this, which is what auto played, because it does the first move, in case it did Sucker Punch on me. Third. Alright, goodbye. Well, I say goodbye, you've got to go to 1 health. How have you lived on 8 again? Oh, wait, it leaves on... Wait, does it leave on 1%? Is this 1% of my health? That's what's going on here? Not sure. Alright, time to shelter. You're trapped now, so, you know, do what you can. I suspect Gengar is faster than me. Perhaps hot take. It'd be nice to get the curse off, but it's just not happening. Nice. Okay. We got a free turn of daily defense. This is where this gets really awkward, because I really want to get Aurora Veil off. It's like the matchup where I want Aurora Veil, but how do I do it? Because I think Gengar will just one-shot me. But I need to save Greninja. Protect would go crazy here. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to set Goodra up for a sweep here. Come on, Frostless, you can take a Shadow Ball, right? You're not incredibly frail. Holy shit. Hold on a minute. They're throwing. Aurora Veil goes up. This is the tankiest slug you've ever seen, or I guess snail. And even Frostless took one of those. The slug could sweep. I'm learning my lesson as well. I'm going to max. I think you're dead regardless. Yeah. I assume Sucker Punch is coming into this a lot. It's where Protect again would be nice. Maybe I don't put Nasty Plot on you. You're just too frail for it. Alright, it's the 1v4 sweep. The 2v4 sweep. So, Greninja will be faster than Gengar. The problem is, what is my best move into it? Is the freeze better or the flinch chance better? It's probably the flinch, right? It's both really bad, to be honest with you. Because I need you to be a grass type, really, for Basculegion, but I'm now hoping that Goodra can deal with it. Flinch. Oh, okay, fair enough. They've won, I think. Unless I can take a kill every turn, but I assume with Peristrong, I can't do this anymore. Okay, fair enough. That, like, is my ultimate... Yeah, I've got Protect. Okay, so... I think I can't win anymore. It's the ultimate counterplay to this Goodra strategy, is Peristronging it. Very time-wise, I've not checked if there's time limits to the battles, because I could try and time out my opponent. I suppose Incineroar's going to do Fake Out and have probably Protect. Alright. Well done. I'm assuming this is Incineroar with Protect and Fake Out, so they could stall 2 turns. I couldn't deal with it. I needed spread damage. Whatever I need. Okay, fair enough. I kind of fucked up on the lead. I got really scared of Whimsicott again. Maybe I just need to ignore Whimsicott. Oh, it was Basculegion, right? No, it wasn't Whimsicott. Yeah, I got really scared of Basculegion. I'm beginning to notice the pattern. So you have got Snow and Anti-Weather. You're probably pretty good. You're also pretty good. This might be Trickery mode. Like, I just don't see what you do to the Goodra lead. I've seen a lot of bugs as well, just throwing it out there. For a type that is conventionally not seen as good. A lot of Heracrosses and Scizors. They're both physical attackers. Goodra, get defending. I think you're going to come after me. My giraffe. I'm going to Protect turn 1. I think you're going to try and stop me setting up Trick Room. You're not allowed to do that. Okay, you didn't give a shit about Trick Room. Fair enough. Maybe I overplayed turn 1. Alright, this is the free-to-play experience. Compared to the last team, holy shit. Pure Covenant have special attacking moves. What are we doing here? I should probably get one more defense here, but equally, I could just say goodbye to the Azumarill. Such Hyper Voice, it's like super like weak. But I kind of don't have anything better to do. I guess a Protect. It just feels really shit. Okay, well these two can't deal with my guy. Honestly, I should have got more defense, because we just can't deal with it. You know, I'm glad that didn't kill. Because again, this is special defense down, I don't really care right now. One thing I need to resolve, like actually urgently need to resolve, is I just don't have an answer to a Steel-type Pokemon. I need something like locked into the squad. Like I do need... Ursula in the Blood Moon would be really good. Just throwing it out there. But I need some sort of ground type. Or something with like a ground type move. I just can't break through Steel types easily. Maybe Fire type. Maybe I put Incineroar in the squad. Big damage. This Goodra's so tanky. You have to remember I'm -2 special defense though. If they bring out one of their special Pokemon. Right. You know what, buddy? Change of pace. No one predicted the Sinister swap there. Played around Surf. The reason I want to get a swap in here is that if a special attacker does come in, assuming he's not got spread moves, which I guess I'll have to play by eye, I'll just Raid Powder it. And then I'll kill it off with Goodra. Because I think this Covenant can't ever beat Goodra. Not a special attacker, so we're probably okay. It's time to press their Pokemon. I'm actually going to Magic Gotcha. I'll play for the burn. Also, it reset my Satch. Assuming that I heal back to full. Again, if there's a special attacker out there, then I'll be scared. Burn. I think you're back to full. I might have to curse you, unironically. I say have to. Body Press will kill you at this point, I think. Alright, what's the last Pokemon? It could conceivably have a special move. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna play to the win. I think I'm slower anyway, so it doesn't matter. Wait, is Trick Room over? No, good. Goodbye, Drampa. trying to see the animation, to be honest with you there. Sinister still lives. Jerry, okay. Okay, this is imported. Or at least part imported, because you've got Quaquaval, or whatever the fuck this thing's called. You have Gengar, which now has put the fear of death into me. How about this lead? How about I lead with you two, so I can redirect the Shadow Ball. It's not great because it's another ghost, but it's better than nothing. I probably want Primarina in the squad somewhere. And can you get through Goodra? Possibly. Do I bring the giraffe here? The giraffe's like pretty good into 2 Pokemon. Do I use you but not as Trick Room? I guess is the question. Because Psychic's pretty good into the Gengar and the Quaquaval. I'll bring you. I'm just a bit worried about bringing Goodra into Gengar now. In case everyone's just putting Perisong on it and getting to an endgame with Perisong, because I can't really deal with that with Goodra. To be fair, can I deal with it with Fragorith? No. So Palafin's gonna leave and come back again, become a hero. Let's put up Aurora Veil. I'm predicting Mega Aggron into Head Smash. Oh, Iron Head, sorry. And I think your Palafin's gonna swap. So the defense is really high. Well, I say really high. It's pretty high now on Frostless. My sack's broken. Sylvia. Who's in the back? Again. I might... Do I want to go into the giraffe? I don't want to let Sinistra just die. Let me see how much this does to Sylveon. Honestly, I should have nasty plotted, I think. Like, my theory is that 2 Blizzards is double the chance of freezing versus nasty plot Blizzard. But I guess I could attack 3 times, right? That's Pixelate Hyper Voice. Fucking steel types. It is worth it to take one more Iron Head. I can't actually tell. Oh, actually, I might have fucked up here. Did I die to a Hyper Voice? I wasn't paying attention. If I do this with a fuck up, I should have just healed. Okay, never mind, we're good. That crit matters, I think. Someone can run the calc of that, but if this dies, I definitely misplayed. Yeah, I fucking misplayed. I thought I took a Hyper Voice. I should have just healed. But now that Agrod's gone, my life gets a little bit easier. Fuck, I should have got into the giraffe. I should go into the giraffe. This is going to be Aqua Jet, is my prediction. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I think the Aqua Jet thing, it'll flip. Is it? It'll be Aqua Jet. It'll be Aqua Jet. This is smart. Trust. See? I'm a genius. I didn't mean Aqua Jet, I meant Jet Budge anyway. Did actually 0 damage to this Sylveon. The special defense drop again matters. Frostless, if you took one more hit, I'd have loved you. Still good, good, good. Alright, we're gonna have a really scuffed end game right now. Because Primarina's here, and can Primarina really do anything? You take one of these, right? You do. Farigiraf is such a good Pokemon. Anyway, there goes leftover healing. They're desperate to kill this giraffe. LOL. Ah, Aurora Veil's gone. Okay. This Protect might be pointless, to be honest with you. Because I don't think Palafin's going to attack the 29 health Farigiraf. Well, the Armor Tail stays on the board for one more turn. Yeah. You might die to recoil. Okay, I lose. I needed to take one more. Frigger, if you could dodge every move. I don't lose this game. I guess just letting Sinister kind of die to nothing. I've just died to like 8 hyper voices in a row. What scared me? And my leader was so strong, and it just fell apart. I guess I didn't really have any use for the snow. Except for the Aurora Veil. This... The setup, like, starting 2 thing is, like, really annoying for me to deal with. It's this again. And I guess you in the back. I could bring Greninja, but... a lot of physical guys. I think this will be fine. Concerned face. Alright. Alright. It was not fine. It was fine. That's why I put mental herb on you. Nice try, buddy. You have to wake up pretty early to confuse me. That being said, are you about to take a solar beam, buddy? I actually think I swapped this slot. It looks stupid, but I think T-Tar might be slower than me. I couldn't pay attention. I used Protect. Get a little bit of health back. Okay. And it was this slot. So this shouldn't do a lot. The new question is, am I slower than T-Tar? My guess on Sinistra is no. But maybe I take the hit. We pick up a kill at least. So yeah, it's slower than I think every Pokemon I brought except for the giraffe. That's brutal. It's fine. This will get rid of the sand. Let me remove the chip sand damage. You've tried to facade a ghost. You can't do that. I've been baited into using Trick Room where they had a Whimsicott. And the entire team is really slow. So they're going to start using Trick Room again, which actually is good for me. Because they're slower, so... I've done it again. Please don't burn this thing, by the way. Matcha gotcha. You've not, I mean, you might pick up a kill, but you've not hit a bird today. Fucking rock slide! I hate this thing. Okay, I'm faster now, though. So, joke's on you. I've been taunted, so I can't protect anymore. Who's in the back? It's you. Your time to shine. It's the world's worst battle. We're just both stalling for nothing. This is crazy. I've been flinched twice and I've missed the T-Tar. If I burn the Dramper now, I'm going to be a little bit upsetty spaghetti. I crit it, apparently. Okay, Sinister, buddy old pal. It's time to hit a matcha gotcha on the T-Tar. Could you do that for me, kind sir? Thank you. Four times, is it now? 3 times I've been flinched. Okay, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made again. I'm going to keep this fucking teapot alive. Turn a teapot a cup. Got ya. Alright, this Sylveon is a little bit spooky. I should probably just heavy slam it. Okay, Primarina I think is faster than Sinistra. Actually, that might not be true. I was going to say I'm faster than T-Tar. I'm not, okay. So I'm slower than the Teapot. Don't flinch me again, please. Cycle. Does that copy stat changes? 4 times I've been flinched! This should still kill. Oh, it doesn't kill. It's fine. I am getting a little bit salivated by these flinches, but... just keep the snail alive, we win the game. The Pokemon in 3 dimensions, I know. It's crazy. I'll also say, people have been complaining about the graphics of this game in the 10,000 complaint Twitter things. I think it looks okay. Not fantastic, obviously, but like, okay. And I'm on the Switch. Modern day gamers don't know what they were born. I'm used to like 2D Sega Mega Drive graphics. My Gudra, so healthy, so gooey. He's glistening. Alright, body press, 4 times weak T-Tar. Please don't flinch me. Smile. There's no point in rage powdering because this thing's doing the same thing over and over again. I guess I could swap, but... I mean, I guess why risk it? If I miss another match of gotcha, things get a little bit awkward. I'll sack the giraffe. You're not sure you like Pokemon at high resolution? I somewhat agree. I kind of like the 2D sprite ones, but I can just about like tolerate this. Alright, wasn't holding focus after some mysterious item like that. I won. The longest battle of all time, but I won. Alright, can we get out of this Pokeball tier? I think it required 2 back-to-back victories, and I have about time for 2 back-to-back victories. We're fighting Katana. They've not been studying the blade because they're playing this. Oh, it's cringe Gambit. Okay, so his human Gudra has to come. It's just what do I bring with it? Sinister's coming, but I don't think I want to lead with it this time. I'm not sure I want to Trick Room this either. Primarina is probably coming. Is it PvP? Yeah. I think the Greninja experiment will end after this day. It's funny when you get the ability to just use 2 Pokemon that are just doing Blizzards on turn 1. And Protean Blizzard is quite funny. But I'm just not bringing it anywhere. I think as well, I probably shouldn't have Nasty Plot on my Frostless because it just can't set up. It needs to be another supportive move. I think I have to have a mode for one of these Frostlets where it's actually support as well. Okay, here's a question for you. Am I faster than Excadrill? We're about to find out. This could be a turn 1 loss, to be honest with you. And whatever comes in needs to be able to deal with steel types. Talon Katanas were made by shitty steel, and longswords are much stronger. They'll collide with raids. True. I say true. I think it's more the sake of it that the weight of a longsword just absolutely shatters the katana. So Mega Dragonite's multi-scale. I don't think it's faster than me, unless it's got E-speed. I am faster. So this is going to do big damage to the Dragonite even through multi-scale. 70% health, by the way. I'm going to freeze. Pretty good, actually. I am a little bit worried about Gooey Boy. Yeah, Gooey Boy takes too much damage. Oh my god, 1 turn 4! I've been robbed! Robbed that Eldia! That's really annoying. Like, potentially game losing as well. Gotta love new freeze. Okay, I've got a funny feeling that Excadrill now outspeeds all my Pokemon that are left, so we're probably going to lose this Excadrill. I have to target it with an attack this turn. I need to kill it. But I know it's going to Earthquake, which is why I wanted Rillaboom in the squad so I could put up Grassy Terrain so I take less damage from Earthquakes. But I'm not allowed to do that. We're +2 defense now. Yeah, Gudra takes it like a champ. Please don't mismatch a gotcha. Raw Dog 2 Fire Blast, by the way. 75% accurate. Flood 1 turn. Can't miss Fire Blast. We can still win this. If this is the only ground type Excadrill, we've got a chance. Although, I'm a little bit concerned about the Dragonite. He's a dragon so he can throw it himself. Dragons are wing to ice! He's a nice dragon. He's a flying dragon. He's quadruple weak to ice. He should be really unhappy with the situation he's in. That's actually quite good, I think, assuming he had Hyper Voice. He's gonna miss a Fire Blast. Trust, he'll miss the Fire Blast eventually. He has to. The Teacup's dumb. Yeah, I quite like the Teacup. The Teacup, I think, has been a good addition. Albeit, I think there's a few matches I've lost, actually, which I might have won with Mousehold. Gudra takes it. Don't hit Fire Blast, please. Oh, this might still kill me. That one turn 4 has done me in. Disgusting. And also hitting 2 Fire Blasts back to back. Unluckiest gamer. So that's 2 kills. If they have something that can't hit Primarina, there's a small chance of victory. That's pretty bad. Siri's got a Steel type move. That ain't what I wanted to see. Double crit Hyper Voice, which I think actually wouldn't kill still. Yeah. He wouldn't have killed. I think that's Iron Head. Alright. Another L. I think that one, though, compared to the other L's, which I just deserved to lose, I think that one was, like, a bit... What can you do? Bailing Man brings Teacup to fight Legendary Ice Dragon and complains when he loses. It's not an Ice Dragon, it's a Dragon Flying type. Right. I think, based on no knowledge, we can try our meme Ice mode. Nothing immediately strikes fear into me. I think you're coming. And do I just not bring the Teacup and bring the Goo Boy? It's a bit awkward if I do this, to be honest with you. But what is the Teacup going to do? What is the Giraffe going to do? Nothing. I'll bring Goo Boy. Again, this could be a turn 1 loss. Depending on what happens. Do they have weather? So, I assume this is Hydreigon Tailwind, but I think Hydreigon is slower than both my Pokemon. So I think it's about to have a very rude awakening. And by awakening, he's actually going to get killed. I think one of the things that could also change is I think Greninja doesn't need roleplay. It's like a nice niche idea, but in practicality, I just don't ever push the button. Mainly because my Pokemon dies before I ever need to reset the weather. Goodbye, Victor Bell. I'm actually shocked Hydreigon took that. Alright, Hydreigon's frozen. Now I get the freeze when I don't need it. Hey, maybe I'll miss the blizzard. The rude sleepening. Oh, hold on a minute. Halucha's got a meme tech. Because Mega Halucha gets no guard, and it has entrainment. Right, when I was meant to bring Mousehold whenever I saw Halucha, but I've not got that in my squad anymore. Uh-oh. I should still be fine, I think. If they want to take Greninja, they can. Not sure I need the jet either, but I thought I might as well take it. Something in the back can kill this Halucha. Oh yeah, you're flying. Fuck, I'm stupid. Blizzard's actually really good here. Alright, this game was so quick, I think I still don't have a chance to level up anymore. I was going to say, we have a chance to get the 2 victories, but I've already taken a loss, so I need 3 victories. I wish you knew what those credit cards I was getting were as well. Maybe the charges to my bank account from the Pokemon Company. Excuse me, you haven't purchased any in-game money yet. So every time you win, we're just going to strip a little bit off your income. Ember 10, do you think it's got Ember? What a poser. Okay, it's weather, but what weather is it? I mean, it's obviously rain, but what are we doing with it? Does Empoleon get Swift Swim? I tell you what, this squad is going to absolutely roll me, I can already tell. 2 steel types? Fuck that. I can't deal with that shit. I think you need to come in the lead. I have no idea. My squad is really bad into steel types, and they've got 2 of them. Like, I think you 2 have to be in the back. There's no point in bringing Primarina. I could bring the Giraffe, but even the Giraffe isn't good here. Yeah, I think this is an L. To be honest with you, I think this is an L. I kind of want to lead the teapot, or the cup. But last time I did this, I just ran out of juice. So I want to get the hospitality bonuses. I've kind of put Greninja on the board as a sacrifice. Okay, instant weather. Does it get Swift Swim? I didn't think it did. Alright, we're gonna turn to a grass type. I need to kill this Empoleon. I would like to get rid of Politoed, but the Empoleon's actually more important. Do you catch and train a Pokemon or only fight? I think the best way to do this, there's no catching in the game. You can get Pokemon in the game though, via like some sort of like freebie, you rent the Pokemon gimmick. The best way to do it is to own, fuck's sake, one of the games and just transfer them in. I think I'm gonna Thor turn 1. I made the right play, but... I mean, I just have to stay in. But I can't let this dragon die. But I'm worried an Ice-type move's coming into this slot. Yeah. It lives. Wake the fuck up, dragon. Okay, I think by the new mechanic of Thor, it definitely wakes up next turn. How did I get my Pokemon? I transferred them from Violet. We swap again. I think Ice-type move coming to this slot. That's the prediction. That's not what I wanted to see. Although, that's what I wanted to see, actually. They can reset the weather, which is the scary thing now. Goodra had to thaw out because it's a new freeze mechanic. Does body press kill from there? It does. That's actually pretty big. My assumption is Politoed isn't coming back in again right this second, because they'll do it when I do the Frostless turn. They are also not Mega. This might be Mega Dragonite. It is Politoed. They've thrown. They've aggressively thrown. Right. These are all special attackers, so actually boosting up in Shelter is not that valuable for me. It won't kill the Dragonite. Imagine if I get a freeze. Freeze the Politoed would be so nice. I'm actually a bit worried about it's using Weather Ball. They may have done this intentionally. They might have actually outsmarted me. Because a nice type Weather Ball right now into the Goodra would be pretty annoying. Though if they do that, I'm probably going to get to keep my Queen. Dragonite just lives. Freeze! Ah! The Raw Dogging Fire Blasts! And then they're missing! It's crazy! I'm crying. Okay, at least they muddy watered. Alright, they missed. Does this kill? If this picks up a kill, I'll forgive. Doesn't kill. Wait, I can still forgive this. Because I've saved my Super Frog in the back, who's got a priority move. And actually turning him into a water type would probably be a good idea. Rare use of Acid Spray here. I'm gonna need it when my Water Shuriken's doing 0 damage. Actually, the right place is probably swap again. Bring in the cup of tea. Ooh, hold on. That's okay. That isn't, but that's okay. Fuck, I should have just blizzarded. I was so greedy. We might get a flinch. was scared of there. Because I'm pretty certain Greninja's faster than Dragonite. So what was the problem? The snow's still upright. It is. It's not stab, but it should kill Dragonite from here. There's some real smart play to suggest it was actually the right choice to turn myself into water typing, because I think water typing is better into the Politoed, but I won't say that. I think I misplayed the previous turn. We should now be locked. There goes the snow. Actually, that was the other thing I should have been scared about. If they'd swapped Politoed, there was a chance I lost. We just need to set up to a win condition now where grass not kills. I'm shocked I hit, to be honest with you. Right. I think you might as well just keep acid spraying. I guess there's a small chance I missed this. That was probably a shot. No, there was no shot to be made for redirect. It's going to bloody water me again. There's a shot to be made just to heal. It was a rather though. Greninja finishes from here. Hey, we hit Matcha Gotcha. M-Ball 10, that's for not using an M-Ball. You think, I was going to say, do you think they created the profile? They couldn't create the profile before the game came out because they needed the game to come out to create the profile. But I was going to say, do you think they were going like, oh, we're going to call it M-Ball, my favorite Pokemon? I really hope Mega M-Ball gets a great ability. Duh! It gets fucking Ball Breaker. What time are we on? Alright, I've got time for one more. Give me emails. Give me a team that I can just cast Blizzard and win. That's a scary team. So, from everything I've heard, the slowest Mega Pokemon goes first now. When it gets his ability. I'm so... The amount of times I prepared for Whimsicott with the Trick Room mode, and it's not had Tailwind, and I've just lost. It's happened too many times. I am somewhat convinced this time it is. I'm pretty certain that's Chlorophyll Venusaur as well. I'm gonna try my Ice mode. I'm gonna lose. I think I bring you guys. And we have a set like Trick Room mode and a set Freeze All Round mode. The lead will be very interesting. If it's Venusaur Charizard, I might make a play that I theorized, but I don't think I need to do, but I'm not sure because I don't fully understand how this game works still yet. Whimsicott's Incineroar. Incineroar can't fake out Frostmoth. Frostmoth or Frossilus? But it can do it to Greninja. I swap. If it fakes out, Armor Tail cancels it. And if it tailwinds, I can Trick Room it next turn. Can't freeze the Incineroar. Is the Whimsicott holding a Sash? I knew it. The whole time I didn't bring the full Trick Room mode. It's fine. Well, ironically, this is a great situation to be in now because them not losing Whimsicott means they can't take advantage of the Tailwind that much this turn. So I basically get a free attempt to do Trick Room. Free, quote unquote. And my queen, you need to return. Because I need someone to take a Dark-type move, but that's your name. You can't do that, buddy. Okay, you went for a Fire-type move instead, that's fine. Oh my god, you actually did quite a lot of damage still. Turns out Incineroar, still a strong Pokemon, even without Knockoff and U-turn. And an Assault Vest. Right, Trick Room's up now, so we need to make the most of the room. AKA, we're gonna spam spread moves. Goodbye, Whimsicott. Not so whimsical now, are you? Goodbye, Incineroar. Ugh! I played this game so well. Or at least this matchup so far. Meant to lose, but... Is this Charizard Venusaur by any chance? Goodbye to the snow, but I don't need it. It is Charizard Venusaur. So this is Chlorophyll, so the Venusaur's going to be really quick, which is not good in Trick Room, buddy. I guess the Charizard is the scarier thing here, so I'll try and deal with the Charizard. And I'll Psychic Noise you in case you have some sort of healing on you. Yeah, here comes fun. Which actually, now I think about it, it's going to mean that my Hyper Voice is going to do, like, no damage, but it's fine. When I bring back Frostless, the sun goes out, and the sun will never come back. I'm recreating the movie Frozen in Pokemon. The burn doesn't matter. Right, goodbye, Primarina. This all being said, I am a little bit concerned. Because I think Charizard is going to be quicker than me in Trick Room compared to my Queen. Though, if I do this, I set up Greninja. So yeah. Honestly, I think one change I'd make, if I want to keep trying to do this, let me know in the comments as well if you want me to keep, like, trying with Frostless to make it work. Or if you want to see other things. I think we should probably have put, like, Protect on it. They should have, like, a supportive moveset as well. Ah, fuck it, I'll send a Blizzard. I think it's going to die before it gets an attack, but it kind of doesn't matter. I'm pretty certain that was the wrong play. It is quicker. But I only needed the weather there, so that's okay. Oh, the burn healing did matter, it turned out. That would have been a heartbreaking way to lose. are actually like a double protect away from winning, potentially. That doesn't matter. Well, hang on a minute. That does somewhat matter. Potentially. If they double protected, it does matter. They didn't. If they double protected, they win. I think now it's guaranteed they don't win. It's close. It really does depend how good is Water Shuriken. I always assume it does a lot of damage, but actually, it's not that strong, is it? Oh my god, the Pokemon Company would love this. Starter Charizard versus Starter Greninja. This is stab, remember. Yeah, we're fine. Sheesh. My positioning in that game was probably the best so far, which is probably a good game to end on. I don't think I ranked up, sadly, which would be an even better way to end. But some of those matches, like, I think went to show, like, what the theory was with the squad. It's just they never resolved the, oh, I do level up. It's really the perfect way to end. Great ball tier. Let's go. 1,000 Pokemon V-Bucks? You shouldn't have. But I'll take it. Oh, the game just said quit battling. They're not allowing me. I'm too good for the ladder, I suppose. Hello, Caraway. In case you're wondering, this is the person that owns that arena. By law. Lovely to see me. It's been a while. Literally, it was about 3 hours ago. And to Tora, I think it's like the receptionist or something. I own this gym, by the way. They just put me in charge. Literally, the old owner of the gym was like, I like your style. Looked at the purple hair. Looked at the purple and pink top and was like, yes, you should run the gym, child. You're Caraway, the Caraway. I'm so thrilled to meet you. I don't even know what to say. Say nothing. Come now, Totoro. There's no need to get starstruck, I assure you. I wish you weren't called Totoro as well, because I keep wanting to call you Totoro. And I start singing Totoro, Totoro. You heard about my latest accomplishment? I know, it's spreading far and wide. So you decided to pay a visit. Congratulations on your fine work reaching the Great Ball tier. In recognition of your efforts, please allow me to confer upon you this rather great title. I'm a great trader. Thank you very much. I always suspected as much. Oh, I can get more capacity? That's actually cool. I didn't know you could get more capacity that way. Way to go, you! Now you can store more Pokemon. It'll be easier than ever to use all sorts of different strategies in your battles. No, Greninja, Frostless, Double Blizzard. That's the strat for me. It is somewhat of a shame. We did see Basket Legion, but they didn't use it. But that Greninja had like some niche situations where it could be really good, but I just didn't ever see it. I look forward to more great work from you. For now, I shall take my leave. Take care. Thank you so much, Caraway. Come back anytime. Maybe don't. You've come back twice in 3 hours. She's just hanging around outside. Well, Caraway's complimented you. Do you have any idea how amazing that makes you? Find someone like Totoro that picks you up when you're down. Whatever it is you're doing, I'm going to keep right on doing it. Great trader. How do I equip said title, please, game? Is that in style, by any chance? This area can change your clothing, hair, and cosmetics, the pose, strike when entering battle, and more. Put together a combination that's all your own and save it as a preset style. Titles? Titles? Any titles? I was going to say, I assume a lot of this is opened up via the shop, which I think is fine. This is how they should do it. They should give you the bare minimum cosmetics and then just charge everyone else for the fancy ones to make them look nice. Is it in here? Achievements? Here you can view various achievements you might set your sights on completing. Meet the conditions and you receive rewards including badges, titles, and more. A Frostless Admirer! I got a title, Frostless Admirer, oh my god. It's perfect. What are the other ones? I assume it's Greninja Admirer. Oh, actually, this is a good way to show all the Pokemon that are in the game. Like, there's really not a lot of Pokemon. Victorious with water types. You get Swim Trunks guy and Swimmer. Victorious with ice types, I get Skier. Ghost types, Hex Maniac. I think nothing so far, though, has beaten Great Trainer. Excuse me, there's 2 more things apparently I can claim. Can you make it easy for me to claim them, please? Where are they? I'm pushing the button to... Whatever. I'm pushing the button to take me to the achievements things. Where are you? I'm so confused right now. Was there another page here? Whatever. They'll fix it. It's fine. Friends, news, settings. Is it profile? On the profile screen, you can check trainer's details such as your ID. Oh, title. Okay. Great Trainer. Perfect. Right, I hope when it goes into battle now, it just says Andalono, Great Trainer. Those 2 achievements as well will just remain forever locked in the notification area. We've taken part in a ranked battle. Give me those quick coupons. Weekly missions, 1-5 battles, 100 Pokemon V-Bucks, 24 of whatever these things are, quick coupons, don't know what they're for yet. Super effective moves, 20 times. Extremely effective moves. 3 crits. All this Mega Evolving. The game's just giving me VP. Actually, to be honest with you as well, it kind of goes to show, I got... Oh, there's a Claim All button. Good. It goes to show, I was given 10,000 VP at the start of the stream today, which was like 3 hours ago. I've done a few battles. Admittedly, I did transfer the Pokemon in there, so I had to do minimal spending. Where I ended the day, Great Ball rank with 22,000. So I gained 10,000 VP. So that seems pretty reasonable, actually. Is this the Battle Pass I'm looking at? Hold on a sec. I just want to see what this other... the other things are. There's so many notifications. This is my problem with, like, gacha games like this, to some degree. There's fucking notifications everywhere, and it's just hard to find out where the notification goes to. Battle Pass. New Battle Pass will be available each season. Increasing all the Battle Pass, you'll be able to get various rewards. And there's a Premium Battle Pass. So I guess, yeah, Premium and Non-Premium. So I'm just going to get a bunch of tickets. Oh, I got Dragonite's Megastone. Okay. I don't think Dragonite's Mega is particularly good, but it puts it on the radar, at least. And then what are you... Oh, you want me to do tutorial? Pfft, I don't need to do tutorials. Anyway, I guess that will do for the episode right now. I'll give you one last, like, quick look through the Pokemon if you want to, like, recreate the squad. I did make a change from the beginning to the end. I think this has got all the information you need, right? Sinister made a change in for the Mousehold. Obviously, I don't think this is the final form of the squad. I really struggled for some matchups where I tried to do this like hybrid trick mode, non-trick mode shenanigans, and kind of got caught in it. I think the Greninja roleplay could get dropped. I actually had as the 5th option, like my next move I would have put on this Pokemon, Icy Wind. I think I would have got way more value from Icy Wind. I think some of those losses I actually might have won with Icy Wind, so potentially I think the roleplay, like, reset the weather gimmick. Probably not good to do it on Greninja, so I think that's one of the other things to take from this. I had some real issues with Steel types. I think the Gooey Boy and Sinister were actually quite a good combo together. Again, I talked about these pairings where I was quite happy with these two. I guess these two were actually pretty good together as well. And then these two were pretty good together, but the two packages didn't quite gel well enough. I'd really like a good ground type Pokemon in here, so maybe that's what I will pivot to next. Maybe we will say goodbye to the little frog, and we'll say hello to, I don't know, ideally Ursaluna Blood Moon, who I planned to put in the squad, and Rillaboom. Anyway, YouTube, thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Alright, bye-bye.